CBC's ever-expanding media empire. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. Why do we have CBC? Why does it exist? Well, it was established by Parliament to provide radio and television services across the country, coast to coast to coast, as they like to say. Except that's not what they're doing anymore. I'm going to tell you a story, and it doesn't matter whether you're a detractor of CBC, as I am, or a supporter. This should make you upset because detractors of CBC like myself are always outraged. We're outraged that they exist, that they get the $1 billion. But supporters are always complaining about CBC cuts, that the state broadcaster has had to cut this radio program or that one, this television program or that one. Job cuts is another issue, but CBC's hiring. They're hiring quite a bit, but it's not for TV and it's not for radio. Instead, they're building an online print news organization to compete with wire services and newspapers across the country. And the latest example is just that, something that has nothing to do with their parliamentary approved mandate of providing radio and television services. It is about print. Let me read to you the title. Producer, editor, news features and columns. From the job description, it says, reporting to the senior producer of features and planning, the successful candidate will help shape analysis and columnist assignments to ensure CBC News.ca provides smart and compelling journalism around major events and trends. Look, we expect CBC to cover major events and trends, but why are they establishing an editor for a columnist division at CBC News.ca? That's competing with the Globe and Mail, the Toronto Star, the Vancouver Sun. Pick your newspaper, your local newspaper. CBC is now competing with them. Is that what they were established to do? Is that why they get the $1 billion a year surplus, soon to be $1 billion plus an extra $150 million a year? No, they get that to provide broadcasts across the country. But instead, as they cut that, they expand here and they compete in a way that makes it impossible for newspapers to continue to be competitive themselves. Newspapers in this country will be put out of business by CBC as much as anything else. As print companies have tried to struggle with the internet and how to adapt from a hard copy newspaper to an online one, they've experimented with paywalls. But how do you have a paywall up when your biggest competitor is funded by the taxpayer and won't put one up themselves because we've already paid for it? They give it all away for free, and now they're giving away things for free that they were never meant to do. Isn't it time that Parliament clipped CBC's wings? You don't have to believe, as I do, that they should be sold off, that we should do away with CBC. But you should at least believe that they should stick to their mandate. You should believe that CBC, if they're going to exist, should do what Parliament asks them to do and not find new ways to compete with the private sector.